All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's December 5th, 2015, and you're looking at a 1963 Z06 serial number 9281. And before I start this video, I just want to recognize I got a call from the previous owner's son, Matt Young. Told me that unfortunately Gary Young passed away. So we're all sad to hear that, of course. And I told Matt that I would dedicate the rest of these videos to Gary and his family. So to that end, that's what I'm going to do. So I want to recognize the Young family and express my condolence, and we're all going to miss Gary. But I think this is what Gary wanted. He would love to see this thing put back together and done right, and I think that's exactly one of the reasons why he sold it to me, because he knew that I was going to put it together nut and bolt correct. So with that, I want to go around this car. The last video I showed you showed the body being taken off the frame and separated. So I've done a lot of work since then. So as you can see, the frame is all powder coated, satin black correct. The A-arms are gloss with the rivets on the ball joint, which is correct. And Corvette Repair did a beautiful job on the A-arms. Mike and his guys there. Kudos to them. The shim markings are on. When I pulled the car apart, I noted that the shim marks were green grease pencil, so that's exactly the way I put them back. 327, 360 horse, the fuel injection unit. Actually, I keep in my house, but it's done, ready to be installed. But I'm not going to install that until I'm getting just about ready to drop the frame. So, drop the body. The exhaust manifolds will have some orange overspray on them. I just haven't done that yet. In a 2870 block, date coded correctly in December. And this car was built on February 20th, 1963. Transmission T10, all rebuilt. I don't know if you can see the serial number there, but maybe you can't make it out because of the glare. 9281. Original transmission. Rear end. So the rear end is date coded correctly. 411 rear. New half shaft and drive shaft. So according to the NCRS book, the pumpkin, the differential, and the leaf spring are supposed to be this finish, the gray spring with the natural pumpkin. And if you talk to the experts, that is not correct. But for point reasons, I'm going to leave them like this. And then when the NCRS changes its book, I'll drop the pumpkin and paint the spring. That's not a big deal. So there's a controversy on that, of course. There always is something. Grease pencil marks, fuel tanks installed. I haven't put the part number, the St. Louis marking on this side of the tank yet, but I will. And there's the part number upside down with the pull date 2/1963, day before the build, or when it rolled off the line, which is sequenced correctly. I don't know if you can see that, but Zoom in 9281. So they did a nice job on this entire engine, all redone correctly. Solid lifter. And let's see, now the Z06 package, there's the drum, and note the green inspection mark on the knuckle, and that's when I pulled it off. This side had a green inspection mark, which I then put back exactly the way I found it. And if we move over here, this side had an orange inspection mark, which I put back exactly the way I found it. So that's a little bit interesting. But there's the steering mechanism is all natural, with the exception of the struts there, tie rods, I mean, which is correct. No grease dirt on the idler arm, which is correct. So, natural spring, natural color on the spring, which is correct. Alright, so there it is. So far it's turned out really nice. I really am encouraged by how well it's gone together. So let's take a walk here to the other side where I keep the body. So there's the body, all done. It's been sitting now for about 3 weeks or 4 weeks. And I want to get ahead, at least sit for 30 days before I do anything to it. So the paint guys recommended. Turned out very, very nice. I think Gary would be ecstatic if he was able to see this. I'm sure their family is. I haven't done the blackout yet, but you can see underneath where the entire the bottom side is all cleaned and white with a natural white glass. You have to excuse me, my voice is a little raspy. But this will all be blacked out in another week and a half or so. So I'm thinking the body will be done. The underside will be cleaned. Well, I cleaned the underside already. I just want to give it a soap and water cleaning. And ready to be put back on the frame in about 2 weeks. So maybe I'll do this over my Christmas break. But this is a single stage paint job. This is not base coat, clear coat. So this is actually just about as period correct as you can get without doing lacquer. It is a single stage paint. And it's very difficult to do, as my painter will tell you. Doors turned out beautiful. The vents, the flip out, all turned out really nice. And the hood over here, mirror image, very nice. So jams are nice. You can still see the rivet marks like you can on the original. Yeah. And the door dope is in there like they did originally. And over here you can see I had them paint with the hinges on just like the factory did. So it left some white fiberglass just like the factory did. So like I said, I tried to pay attention to the detail of everything. So, and I also had them cover up and get underneath here. The Z06 and the lot marking, you can still see that. Because obviously I didn't want them to paint that. All right. Well, that's about it. So I'm going to sign off now. Again, my condolences to the young family. And I I hope they appreciate I'm doing the best I can on this car. It's really turning out nice, and I sure wish Gary could have seen it. All right, I'm going to sign off from now. Z06 9281. And the next time I'll do a video is when I'll drop the body on the frame. Have a good week. Thank you.